I say, oh yeah, yeah, welcome back. The one in Discord, right? Yeah, I honestly had a hard time to, like, because I mean, I don't know how they responded to it, but yeah, that was like, what the heck? So I just need to retitle some of my notes. Well, if I mean, I guess I have another good reason to not enable stuff like that on my channel, right? You know, learn from other people's mistakes and all that jazz. Alright, let's see. Boundary conditions, charge conservation, energy conservation. Right. Anyway, yeah, how's it going? Or just is totally fine. Ah, that'll happen. Yeah, I'm pretty tired myself. But it's almost the weekend, right? I actually haven't been home in like the entire week. Actually, wait. So I slept here yesterday, the day before, and let's see. I think yeah, no, I think I've just well no. I went home on Monday evening, I think. I don't remember anymore. It's been too long. You work this weekend? Oh, that sucks. Well, that sucks. Oh, and so I was talking with a colleague about what the best way to like for your sorry incidents. There we go. About like how to do how to like what do you call it, comment on your the PDF, like for example the well, so first of all I asked my colleague about like why your PDF wasn't detecting properly, and he said he doesn't know, he hadn't heard of something like that uh occurring either, so we're not really sure what the issue is. But he made a good point that for documents that like what do you call it? Yeah, so first of all, yeah, he's never heard of like Zotero not being able to detect the text out of a PDF, so it's very strange. But um but even then he was like, yeah, why don't you just use like Google Sheets or something, or not Sheets, sorry, Google Docs. And I was like, yeah, why don't you use Google Docs? Because I was just thinking, because like with Google Docs, you can add comments and stuff, and you can highlight, and it'll keep a rough version of version or a rough type of version control in place, right? So I was like, yeah, why don't you just use Google Docs? Is it? I was just yeah. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I guess that's one annoying thing about Google Docs, right? It's not super nice, or it's acceptable when you're offline. Oh, I see. I guess that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We just wasn't sure why. So yeah. Well, I mean, I can certainly relate. Yeah. It's tough. Seriously. Yeah, go for some, I don't know, it'd be good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, it'd be good.ストゼロストゼロちょっとね。Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you hear about like authors like getting like high in order to get creative inspiration. So, in fact, it's not even just authors, right? But hear about like crazy, scientists back in the day who'd get high to get inspiration for, you know, for their papers. So, maybe getting drunk for writing isn't that bad of an idea. I'm doing that. That hasn't stopped all the alcoholics in the world. They're just, they're just pre-famous artists, right? They're just they're just authors before they became famous, right? It's totally not an addiction. Also, sorry, am I lagging out or is it just my computer? I don't think I'm dropping any frames, but I don't know. It's out of it. Okay, yeah, no worries. I mean, if it doesn't bother anyone, then or if it doesn't bother you, then it's not enough of an issue to care. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, wait, isn't that person that you linked streaming right now, though? Or am I wrong? Probably just chill out and go watch them or something. I might be wrong. I think I'm wrong. Never mind. You should let me see. Are they? Yeah, it looks like they're on. This is an ad, actually. Send something right away. I would definitely agree to send it sooner than later, right? I definitely agree with that. Um, I feel like the simplest solution in this case is to send some, or is to reach out after you have something ready, but you know, that's, things don't always work like that, right? Um, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know, just, oh yes. Yeah, yeah, so the person is streaming. Yeah, go watch them or something. I don't know. Relax or chill out, you know. Or what do you call it? Take it easy. Take it easy. That's the phrase I was actually going for. There we go. Take it easy. Yeah. Riel, is that how you pronounce it? Riel? Maybe I should put VT at the end of my name as well so it's clear that I'm a VTuber. Anyway. Um yeah. Yeah, the VT makes it special. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, I don't know, what are you thinking? I'm totally up for what do you call it? Bouncing off ideas, but um or you can just relax. I don't know, which is more efficient for you. Or maybe you can go find some weed. I don't know. You're in California, right? That's legal. No, actually, running. All right, yeah, yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna just keep perpetually trying to catch up on lecture. Yeah, actually, let me think. When is our first exam? October 21st. Fuck, it's less than a month out. Do we not have any vacation, any long vacation, um, between then, now and then? Oh, we don't. Sad. Sad. Yeah. The only vacation I guess we get is like around Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean again, no worries. I'll, manage. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Have, I guess, good luck with the writing. In terms of tomorrow, I don't know if I'll. Well, I guess I can talk about it later, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to stream tomorrow again. Yeah, I still have to. Having this computer here is really helpful for streaming. That stuff. This is definitely true, but I feel like also my schedule has just gotten inherently more busy, so I got to figure something out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, yeah. So I'm just gonna start here. Uh, feel like those zombie enemies where they crawl around because they've. Did you? Are you already high? Are you okay? Actually, see, I got a simple solution for that though. Just sit in a wheelchair. Problem solved. You can probably borrow a wheelchair, like a motorized wheelchair from work, can't you? No weed. I'll take your word for it. No weed only. Yeah. Although, again, so for one thing, I don't know how much free time you have, so this is obviously not really super helpful, maybe, um, but if you get stuck on your current project, like I mentioned it before, but have you considered like just submitting stuff to like writing prompts, like just a quick short thing? It doesn't, obviously there's some pretty talented people on that subreddit, but you know. I feel like there's writing prompts where like you can easily write something that's only like a few paragraphs long and it'll be nice and short and kind of, you know, be something easy to kind of knock out. So if you're kind of stuck on your current thing, yeah. And it's not even something you need to post, right? You can just kind of keep it on a on a text file and like, you know, you don't have to post it, right? Yeah. I mean, so yeah, again, like, then don't compete. Just keep it on your computer, right? Yeah. But I have to admit, some of them are really real. Some people are really talented. I saw someone repost their what do you call it? It's not a repost, but it's like a prompt inspired post. But it was the mimic that's or the mimic that's a chair that some adventurer takes home with them. Is that, and then it's like uh that I had read it before, and then so I think it got kind of revised or edited and then uploaded again as a prompt inspired post. But yeah, like some people are just, like they must, I wonder if they are like writers for a living or not, but like they take their, well, are we thinking of the right one? I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say anything further, but it's it's about a mimic that gets taken home, or a mimic that's a chair that gets taken home that the adventurer takes home. But I mean, I guess technically that's the prompt, so it could be any number of responses to that prompt. But anyway, um, yeah. But anyway, yeah, like I don't know. There's some. Well, actually, let's take a look at writing prompts right now. I'm just kind of curious. Not that you have to answer one. I'm just kind of curious what the current prompts are, or what's up right now. All right, let's see. Uh, The most upvoted one right now looks pretty, or the second most of the you guys are definitely the best cooks prompt. That looks kind of interesting. I might read that later, or read the responses out later. Oh, here's the prompt inspired one. Yeah. The parent teacher conference one might be funny. The compass one I feel like is open-ended enough that that could be interesting. Actually, I'm looking to the first response or the top response, or I don't know if it's the top response, but it's the first response I saw to the compass one, and the guy's like he's using voice to text to write it, so that's kind of interesting. Well, because I also need to drive at the moment. Okay, I start driving in a moment, so I'm not sure how I feel about this guy literally writing a story via voice to text while he's driving, but I mean, you know, whatever it takes, I guess. I'm not sure. Does that count as distracted driving? I think it does. Yeah, someone's got. I don't know if I'd go that far. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the solution. I don't know how often you think this stuff while you're at work or while you're doing something, but maybe it's worth just buying a voice recorder. I don't know, just like a dedicated voice recorder. Reason why I bring that up is because I don't really trust the smartphone voice recorder to, you know, do it properly. I mean, maybe it probably will work, but I don't know. I like those like ones where you can just kind of click a button and be sure it works. Yeah. It also probably looks less like you're messing around on the job if you use a proper voice recorder as opposed to a actually, well, maybe it might seem like you're recording people without permission if you had a proper voice recorder, so maybe that's not good. I don't know. I mean, that could be an option. I don't know. How much does it cost to get like a dedicated voice recorder? Like $50? In a time, everyone will be so confused. You'll start talking to yourself. Be like, trust me, it's trust me, guys, it's okay. Actually, wait. Oh, wait. You said you didn't watch Steins Gate, right? I was gonna say like you should go just full Okabe and just be like full, just delusional, talking to yourself all the time. It'll be normal after. If you do it for a few years, it'll become normal. Oops, sorry. That's one thing. I should bring my microphone stand from home. Might so cool. Yeah. Yeah. You at least know the memes. That's good. That's good. So let me just move this down. So. Oh wait, you have. Wait, who was the one that didn't watch Steins Gate then? I know there's someone usually that comes here that hasn't watched it. So, see the new one? Yeah, I don't think it's worth watching Zero. If I don't know, did you like Steins Gate? The first one. Um, I feel like Zero is for people who really liked it enough. They liked it enough that they don't mind a slightly less well planned, you know, story version of it, I guess. Because I do have to say, Zero is a lot less like it's not put together as well, I think. Yeah. Like Steins Gate, I feel like the original was just like everything just like wrapped up so nicely. I mean, I guess there are some question marks left up in the air, but in general, for all the big things that happened, it wraps it up all nicely in the last episode, or by the last episode. But so I feel like Zero is really only good if if you're really into the characters and stuff. But as a story, I don't think Zero is Zero is definitely just more Steins Gate. It's not like a story on par with Steins Gate. It's just more Steins Gate. So if you want more Steins Gate, then I think it's like one of those things. If you enjoyed the movie and the OVAs and stuff, then I feel like Zero is a little bit better than those. But is it as good as the originals? It's, no. You like the part? You like that part? Yeah. You liked him slowly going mentally, like losing track of reality because because his memories and their reality wasn't lining up. You like that part? I mean, to each their own, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So you could go full Okabe and just like talk to yourself all the time, right? I guess. Just end everything with like elf psi congruent, like, just really just like you just like nail the delusionality of it. Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's true. I think it's something that had to happen. I'm just not sure if I'd say I liked that part. Not sure if I'd say I liked it, but it definitely, again, I feel like as a whole story, Steins Gate was really well put together. And I think the I don't know about the game obviously because I haven't played the game, um but in terms of like an adaptation, I was really like I really liked Steins Gate. I got into Steins Gate like I was really into Steins Gate, let's just say. Um so like I listened to like the what do you call it? The voice dramas like and stuff. I listened to a lot of those and Right, yeah, actually, so yeah. So if you're like the kind of person who would go out of their way to like listen to like the like or listen slash watch to the like the voice dramas because there a lot of them are translated now and stuff, then and like all the different like world line side stories that have been made since, then you'll probably like Zero. But if not, then I don't think Zero is like I feel like Zero has less of a big payoff. There are cool moments, but there's less of a whole like, oh shit, everything's coming together type moment. So I feel like it's a little bit inferior in that sense. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I would have thought the yeah, I don't know. I feel like the voice recorder idea might be good, but it's a little bit tough then. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, well, that's why that's why you have entire, you know, groups of or you have people whose entire job it is to, try to construct like systems of like, like 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 the people have flow like have like look at like flow theory or like motivational theory as their entire job, right? So I mean it's a whole job for a reason, right? If it were that easy for people to self motivate themselves and maintain that state, then well, the people researching that wouldn't have a job, right? So it's difficult. It's difficult. It's understandably difficult, right? Yeah. An exact reference to an audio drama script. Uh, yeah. Immature. Okay. I can pick up enough to edit the script out. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, I don't know what the term is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what search term you'd need, but yeah, right. Like as long as it includes like some stuff to set the scene, and then um I guess that's mainly the thing, right? Some stuff to set the scene, um and then I think another thing would be some guidance on how people are physically moving throughout the space, um just to make it easier to visualize. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. Make sure I have the keys. Oh, I mean, I have some snacks today. Okay. I should get some water too. Oops. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned. I think I must have mentioned, right? Yeah. Last week, I was in the office and I was in a call. Essentially, last weekend, things sort of happened, and a colleague ended up driving me a couple places, and uh, on the way back, we were like, it'd be nice if we could get some like snacks. So, and he said he knew this like Asian market, so we stopped by and picked up some drinks. Actually, we still have all those drinks left. I should put one. Let me put one in the fridge. I think he liked the regular Pika. So I don't know if he was waiting for me to open the bottle before, splitting it or something. So, but let's put it in the fridge so that if he wants some, he can open it. Yeah, let's have a Poke or something. He's calling it. Yeah, sorry about the radio silence. I'll let you get back to Iris's stream because I know that's still, I assume that's still going on, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, yeah, rough week, right? Sounds like a busy week for all of us. So you're actually heading. Okay, yeah, yeah, sounds good. I'm assuming you're at work tomorrow too or something. Uh, yeah, right, right. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, take care, stay safe, because it sounds like there's a lot of oh, morning, gross. Although I gotta get up early in the morning too. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, yeah. I'll let you go. Yeah, thanks for popping by. Let's go to yeah. Gotta get up at like 8 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, not get up at 8 o'clock. I have to be here by. I have to be specifically. I have to be down in the machine shop by 8 o'clock tomorrow. So yeah, but it's okay. I stocked up on coffee. Sunburn. Oh, ow. Oh, it sounds like you mentioned the new job is pretty like labor intensive, or what do you call it? Or I guess it's a lot of manual labor is I guess the point. So, ow, yeah, it's rough. Yeah, but yeah, just perpetual studying. When is this ever going to be done? I'm not sure. Man, I can't believe it's already the end of the week though. Where is all this time going? I haven't like done anything this week. I guess it's not like I haven't done anything, but yeah. Oh, Joe feels nice. Yeah, that's actually speaking of that, my mom actually has a like an aloe like plant in our garden. She uses exactly for stuff like that. I always thought it was funny, but it legit works, right? Like it's just like it works really well. Yeah. Um, I always thought it was kind of funny that, out of all the, it stands out in the garden, but like it's practical. Yeah. Like she's got all these other like everything else is like a flower or something, and then you just got this like spiky ass thing in the garden. And every once in a while, it's just like cut off on the end, you know, because she just wants like a piece of it to like rub onto whatever burn she has, or she got or whatever. And it's like it's funny, but it works. Like it's literally one of those like if it's stupid but it works, then it ain't stupid kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway. Excuse me. Yeah. But yeah, like sunburns are not fun. Yeah, that's rough. Stuff that okay. Oh, I see. So it's got some extra stuff in there to help. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, but I mean, actually, that's a good point. I gotta make sure to get some sun too. Can't stay cooped up in the lab all forever, or else my skin will probably get pretty sensitive too. So gotta make sure to go outside and you know get some sun every once in a while. Yeah. Oh, this is all one line. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's it's weird on like the tingling as it heals. You ever get that? That I can't say I can relate to, but I'll take your word for it. No, I mean whenever I've gotten a sunburn, it's just been just painful the entire time. I don't think I've ever liked the healing process, to be honest. I mean, I guess as long as it doesn't hurt you, I guess it's fine. But I don't think I've ever liked it's after the pain. That I still, yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, the last time I got like really sunburned is, ages ago. So part of it's just that I don't really remember it. But yeah, I don't recall a tingling necessarily. Or maybe I just did notice. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess next time I got a sunburn, I don't really want to go out of my way to get a sunburn, of course, but if I ever get sunburned again, I'll uh, I'll keep that in mind, huh? So it's like a tingling after it, or as it heals, I guess. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Can anyone else relate to that? I mean, I'll keep it in mind for next time. Yeah. Although we're hopefully done with summer, at least, or the summer kind of hot season around here. So actually, wait, no, they said September through October. So I guess it's still possible it's gonna get really hot. But we just had a big heat wave, so hopefully we don't have to deal with any more extra heat and sun. But if we do, you know, that'll be a good opportunity either way, right? So yeah. Ooh. I'm very tempted to drink coffee, but I also don't want to stay up all night. Yeah. Actually, no, now I remember the last time I got a sunburn. It was when I went to Comic Market. Yeah. Because I was basically either in line, you know, outside or, you know, like I was only sleeping like a few hours a day and I was just like 3 consecutive days of like waiting in line and stuff. So yeah, and then after it was done, man, like my entire like at first I thought it was just like, oh my body must be tired because I've been like walking around for basically 3 days straight. But then I got home and it's like, no, you got a fucking sunburn all over your body. That's what it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't recall it tingling though. But again, maybe it's just kind of because I was too busy. I was too busy, you know, too focused on the dojins that I bought, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go to Comic Market again. Speaking of coffee, speaking of coffee, I need to like go to the supermarket and buy some because I've been buying them at the local Walgreens and it's getting really expensive. But also, I can't really get through class. You know, I can't stay awake through class without a coffee. So, yeah, cold brew. Oh, okay. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Yeah. Do you have like issues with like regular coffee in terms of like I don't know digestion slash like just your you know just like your body tolerating it? Because I know I I don't really take coffee all that well, and or I guess coffee doesn't take well to me all that much. So someone recommended cold brew for that reason at one point. Yeah, they said you know if regular just prefer ice. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, totally. Yeah, I know, but apparently, yeah, I don't know if for I guess anyone else out there, apparently, cold or sorry, apparently, what do you call it? Cold brew is can be easier on the stomach for people that are a little sensitive to the stuff or to regular coffee. So yeah, I mean, I've just been tolerating it, right? Like if it messes up my stomach, like that's just what it needs to do. Mugwort. Oh, you already got it. Oh, I do have to say though, my what do you call it? My journey stuff apparently did arrive. So I guess I already mentioned that before though. So at least I got something. I just the mug is definitely still far ahead because I bundled it with a bunch of stuff like an idiot. So yeah. Although what? Oh no, not. Oh okay. They haven't shipped. Or oh, let me guess. It's probably shipped for people in Japan so far, right? Yeah. So well, that should be pretty soon then, I assume, if that's the case. But I don't know. But yeah, one good thing is though that with the Mugris, I'm pretty sure. I think it was that. I think it was with the Mugris order. I also got Chokosen's cookbook. Hololive Store. I'm pretty sure I ordered it with the cookbook and then the Super Expo stuff. So my stuff is probably going to get pretty delayed. But in exchange, I should be getting the cookbook, and that'll be fun. Let me double check. Yeah, I'll be getting. Oh, right. Oh man, this is sorry. I just remembered. I got the Nene boxer briefs as well. They're $20, and I'm like, they just look so hilarious. But no, I remember people posting on Twitter that they were getting the Nene boxer briefs as well. So I wonder what the bottleneck is. Maybe it's the Super Expo stuff. I wonder. But yeah, that'll be a fun stuff. Oh yeah, and the address is right. Yeah, that's fine. Dumb question? Yeah, go for it. Well, you know, I'll judge whether or not it's dumb, but what do you call those boxes where you take something from a box? Are we talking like a box and oh right, Black Rifle Coffee. Did I mention how I kept getting ads for these guys for like ages after that one Prius? The the like what is it they did the thing with the Prius, right? And I kept getting their commercials after that. Like for random voting. Take something. Like a raffle? Yeah, right. The big gun on the Prius. Yeah, that's so funny. But I kept getting these guys' commercial from that after that. I was like it was like, don't get me wrong, it was an awesome video, but like I was like, also, you know, that being said, I'm not that into guns. Like, wrong target demographic, YouTube. Like YouTube, I get what you're trying to do, but like you got the wrong target demographic. Yeah. But you've ordered from these guys, right? Their coffee's really good. Yeah. I don't know if I'd go for a subscription, but I forgot. I remember them being fairly affordable though, right? Let me see. Well, first of all, I need a coffee maker, so yeah. Yeah. It's like sub $20, right? Although I don't know how many you get from it. You can buy back. Oh, you can. Okay. Or maybe that's what this brew pack is, I guess. Come on. Product listing. Come on. I would have thought it would be a raffle, but what is a is there a better word for it? But like it's one of those box. Wait, you said you take something from a box. So like there's little like scraps of paper, like little, you know, piece papers with like words in it, and you stuff your hand in it and you swish it around and you pull one of the papers out type. Yeah. Um I mean, I typically associate with those with raffles, but you're right. Technically, I think a raffle is more like the type of, you know, randomized reward event. It doesn't actually refer to the box, right? Or the act of picking out a number from a box, right? So, um ballot boxes, really? Okay. 6 coffee packs and 2 packs go in a 48 ounce. And how many is 500 milliliters? It is about 16 ounces. So you get about 3 500 milliliters bottles out of 2 packs. So you get about 9 500 milliliter bottles out of the entire bag. Or this. Okay, so it's 9 for about $18, let's say. So it's about $2 for every bottle. And that seems good. Try the gunship. You can really tell what their target demographic is, isn't it? Sorry, gunship. Let me look up gunship. Gunship roast. Not knowing what the word is. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I would have associated it with raffle, but um the thing is, when I think of ballot box, I think you putting your name into something and then it getting counted. And then when I think raffle, I think of there's a bunch of things in there and you pick out one. Yeah. So like the, what do you call it? The direction of information is reversed, right? At least in my mind. Like with a ballot, I feel like the information goes in, like that's the direction it goes. But with the ballot, yeah, I think that I feel like the information kind of goes in, and that the raffle, I kind of visualize it as the information really only coming out. So I mean that's not a very, what do you call it, technical definition for it, right? But yeah, I don't know. If you figure out the right word, let me know, because I don't know, but I would have associated it with a raffle or something. Owned and run by veterans. Okay. Hmm. That's a little cheaper too, or maybe the bag is smaller. I don't know. Oh yeah, this isn't the bag though. Okay, I see. So they call them rounds too. They're available in 12 count rounds as well, and bulk. Okay, just the nomenclature is like, oh, rounds are like the coffee pods. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, and they're Keurig compatible. Okay, that's convenient. Hmm. I was thinking there's a lot, so it'd be nice to get a variety set, but I guess that's probably what the subscription's for, right? Let's see what's in the subscription. Like, I don't think I'll get it. I'm just kind of curious what kind of offerings they have. Or maybe not. I guess the subscription just gives you a... It's just for something you specify. It'd be nice if there was a... I imagine they have something like that, right? Like a trial, try everything type coffee bundles, maybe? Oh, okay. Oh, that makes okay. So the thin blue line is police, then five alarm is probably, or maybe they both go to police and firefighters. But that's cool. That's nice. Mixed rounds. Here we go. Or maybe a complete mission field kit. Or here, variety sampler. That's the type of thing we would be looking for. There we go. Fire alarm is firefighter. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know the terminology all that well, so yeah. But yeah, that's cool. That's nice. Are these the grounds, or do you have to? Are they the packs? It's only available in ground. Okay, that's kind of okay, but this would be the right idea. Oh, okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. But I guess they do have a sampler. It's just only available as grounds, so that kind of sucks. But I mean, I get it. It's just it's just a matter of economics, right? They can't they can't cater to everyone, right? So yeah. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah. But yeah, totally. Like, yeah. I mean, it sounds like you have to get up pretty early in the morning. You're going to have to, pretty often going forward. So I'm sure. I feel like the coffee maker is pretty justified. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. I got to study too, so yeah. But yeah. Thanks for popping by. If you do end up getting that coffee maker and the coffee, let us know what whatever what. Let us know how good it is. Actually, I guess I don't know if you said you already ordered from them before, but anyway, yeah. But yeah, thanks for popping by. Well, we'll presumably catch you later at some point. Yeah, good luck at work. Stay safe, etc. Yeah, we'll catch you later. Let's gotta always meet. Yeah. Yeah, now I have to actually go back to studying. Sad face. Yeah. Ah, your favorite Einstein summation notation. I'm being sarcastic. Yeah. Hmm. What is G vector? Maximize the damn screen. Excuse me. So many vectors, so many indices. Raffle box, mystery box, lucky box, loot box. I don't know. Sorry, what is this about? Gotcha, loot box, gotcha, uh, loot crate. I don't know. The zombie thing. Hmm? I don't quite get how they connect, but okay. Paper in a fishbowl. I actually kind of like the paper in a fishbowl thing. Because so when I heard paper in a fishbowl, I imagined it as they kind of just were just like, yeah, whatever, just do it. And they kind of just like half-assed it by like literally getting like an old fishbowl and literally just like dumping, random stuff into it. I thought paper in a fishbowl was fine, to be honest. Because I don't know, it's what do you call it? It really gave off the whole like they don't really give a shit type. I don't know if that's really the attitude you were going for, but it kind of, to me, it sounded like someone told them to do it and then they were just like, yeah, fuck, fine, whatever. So they just literally just grabbed something half-assed like a fishbowl and just like, dumped the names into it or something. So in terms of like giving off the whole like, oh, they don't super care about the whole naming thing. I thought if anything, the fishbowl thing kind of supported that kind of impression or that image or that mental image. So I thought it was fine. If you want to change it, that's fine. But like if you were trying to use that to like give was trying to, I mean maybe it was trying to go too hard, but like um, mm, I don't know. Again, you might want to get a second opinion on that. I thought it was fine. I thought it was, again, I thought you were trying to make it seem like they were really half-assing it, the whole naming thing. So, um, or the name thing. So, or whoever set it up didn't actually care that much type thing. So, um, yeah, I'll leave it to you, obviously. And you probably want a second opinion or two on it, but I don't know. I thought it was fine. Yeah. Can't read my own. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could play even further into the fishbowl and have someone say, like, you know, I hope you cleaned that. Or something. Like, make it seem like there was, like, you know, like, there was a fish in there before. Maybe it's part of a different experiment. Right? I mean, go in or go go big or go home, right? Just maybe just go all into the fishbowl. Yeah. Actually, have you I wonder if that's been translated yet. The Furen Yashikizu let's see. Furen Yashiro Fishbowl. Wonder if that moment's been translated yet. Let's see. Furen Yashiro wine. How about that? Has it? Yeah. This is one of those things where let me, okay, Notion stuff. I don't know how this moment has not been translated into English yet. Um, Actually, wait. Let me just make the other page just a general translation page. Actually, let me just give you the video. There's no translations to it all. Hmm? Hmm? Why did it fail to send that to Twitch? Internal error. Oh, well, let me let's see. Let's see. So there's right. So Aris technical no Seto versus Kinoko no Yama. There's Furen and Yashiro, wine glass and fishbowl. And I guess that's it for the time being. Delete this. What else is there? I think there's like Chaika. There's something Chaika related that I remember I wanted to translate. Can't remember. I'll look it up later. But yeah, alright, sorry, let me try sending that link again. Okay, that time I think it went to Twitch. But yeah. So basically, Fureng here, the girl is you know, talking about how the guy on the left, Yashiro, was talking about like wine and how the reason why a wine glass has that kind of like fishbowl shape on it is because it like, you know, it directs the fragrance of the wine to your nose so that when you're drinking it you can kind of smell it too. So then the girl Fureng said, "Oh, so then the reason why those fish bowls are shaped like that is because is so that you can enjoy the fragrance of the fish, right?" And then the guy was just like, "I'm gonna be like, you're kidding, right?" Like, so so I don't know. I don't know. I remember that when you said fishbowl. So yeah, yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know why this hasn't been translated. Maybe it has been translated, but I couldn't find it. Yeah. Maybe if I just look Fureng and Yashiro, maybe there's there's other ones, but there I don't. There's other ones. There's other ones, but there isn't this specific one. And for reference, Fureng is the I like to choke myself person. Yeah. Although I guess she finally kind of got rid of that. I mean, I feel like it's also her fault for like literally introducing herself like that. So yeah. I think I don't know if it was her debut stream or but it was one of her early streams and she was like, "Oh, you know, like what are your what's a talent that you have?" Or she got asked like, "What's a talent that you have?" And she was like, "Oh, I can choke myself." And then she like choked herself on stream. So, yeah. But anyway, when you said fishbowl, I kind of remembered that, so I don't know. Maybe that kind of added to the like the oh, they're not really taking it seriously type thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to get another opinion on it and see what people think. But I thought the fishbowl thing was fine. Like I at least in my head I visualized a literal fishbowl with like, you know, papers in it. So later on. All right, yeah. Well, actually, here's one thing. I don't think you should keep getting opinions from me. Send it to someone else first, and then I'll look at it after that, just so that there's a good kind of mix of opinions on it. Because I feel like if you just give it to me multiple times, then it'll just kind of, you know, yeah. But also put it on Google Docs so it's easy to keep track of what changes have been made. Cause yeah, I don't know. And like I said before, I think it's also fine to send it or pass it by the people that you're gonna have voice it, just to see what they think. Because again, sometimes they might have an idea or two, right? Analysis. Well, I mean, I think the reality is not a lot of people have time to, right? That's kind of unfortunate, but yeah. I mean, I guess I technically don't have time either, but anyway. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know who else you could ask. I don't know who else you could ask. I mean, without, just like throwing it on Reddit and being like, come on, criticize it, and then everyone just goes ham on it, right? So, um, yeah, I don't know what would be the best solution. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think you should cringe. I mean, you'll have to get used to people saying that, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, but I think again, I think it's a good idea to get a mix of opinions, but I don't mind looking at it a couple, you know, a few times or several times or however many times it takes, right? Um, I mean, I think with this, with writing of any kind, it does require a few iterations or more than a few iterations to be really honest, right? So, the problem is that if you're bouncing those each iteration off of me, then really all it becomes is what I want to read, which isn't really helpful, right? um, but and also for me, it's helpful to see what other people's feedback are, to say like, you know, if there's a change here, then like why did someone say that? And it's helpful for me as well to see those things. Um, so for those reasons, yeah, probably get it back up on Google Docs and try to find some other people and yeah. I mean, if you can't find absolutely anyone, then yeah, I don't mind looking at it multiple times. But just that, I don't want to, turn it into something that I want to read, right? So, I mean, I guess it'd be nice, it'd be nice if it's something I'd like to read, but I don't want to force something. It's your project, not mine, so I don't want to force it into like, my thing, right? Anyway. Yeah. I do wonder, are there no like how what do you call it, uh game masters and like D&D and stuff, or are they called game masters, or are they called dungeon masters? I don't know. But you know how they'll have like Discord groups where they like can like bounce off like plot ideas and stuff. Is there nothing like that but just for like general creative writing or something? Are there no like Discord groups like that? That might be an easy way to not in terms of like getting feedback necessarily, but in terms of just like bouncing off ideas or getting inspiration. Um, they're too cool. Okay. Well, I guess they're so super selective. These internet Discord groups. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't know. I mean, it's something that in retrospect, I probably should know, but like, I don't know either. It just kind of popped into mind just now, but I don't even know where to begin to look for like those kind of groups, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Screen, really? Wow. These are awfully selective Discord groups you're looking at. You gotta pass the cool. You gotta be cool enough for them. Yeah, yeah. Once they see your username, they're just like, oh, this guy's not cool enough. They, rejected. Yeah, man. Find out I'm cringe. You gotta change your name to like I don't know, like Weed Master 420 or something. They'll be like, oh, this guy's legit. He's cool, you know. Or I don't know, is weed even cool these days? I don't know. What's the cool like thing to get high on these days? What is it? Because weed's lame now, right? Because weed's legal. Is that was my understanding? I don't know if that's true. Hardcore. What counts as hardcore? Like, what was the one that they make in Breaking Bad? Um, is it cocaine? I guess I can just Google it. I mean, I don't know if I want to Google that on my school login, you know, Chrome browser, but yeah, I don't know. Is that stuff still cool? I don't know. Oh, I remember reading an article, Breaking Bad cocaine. Yeah. Well, okay, no, that's true because it'll pop up, presumably pop up the show. But yeah, I remember reading an article about how they're like teenagers were like, I think they were boiling condoms or something because I guess I can't remember what it was, but it was something like they were boiling condoms because some compound in there, when heated turned into like alcohol or some kind of alcohol so they could inhale the fumes as it was boiling or something. Um, I don't remember sorry, I only read like the title and like the first paragraph of it. And it was something like that. And I don't know, to me I was like, man, teenagers are pretty, you know, yeah, that's ingenuity right there. Maybe not ingenuity in the right direction, but someone was like, they looked at the ingredients or ingredients. They looked at what's in, I don't know if it's maybe the latex breaking down or something or what or whatever. It's latex, right? That they use. I don't know. They looked at something on the wrapper and was like, "Oh, I can boil this and make alcohol." So like it's ingenuity. Like I guess teenagers got to do what teenagers got to do to get high. Um, you know, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, sorry, I don't know what the cool thing to get high on these days is, unfortunately. So I'm too out of touch, unfortunately. Yeah. Fentanyl. Isn't that like a super dangerous one? Or am I thinking of something else? Isn't fentanyl like super like easy to like overdose on or something? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I imagine you know more about this than me, right? Because you probably have to deal with patients that Yeah. Well, I don't know if you have to deal directly with patients, but either you or your colleagues have to deal with them, I assume. So probably you're more familiar with this than me, but yeah, I don't know what the cool stuff is these days. the strongest. Oh, it's a painkiller. Okay, so I'm assuming people like get prescribed it for some reason and then they get addicted or something. Is that the right idea? So I'm gonna say a lot of morphine. Okay, and morphine's the stuff that they used to prescribe for like everything, right? I remember reading something about how like soldiers would get like prescribed like morphine tablets for everything. I don't know. Heart squiggly lines. Doo 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 doo. Oh, you know, I should show. I don't have access to it. I was gonna say I should show you some of the cardiac signals that one of our collaborators got for for our laser system that does like optical detection. But I don't actually have access to the raw data, so I probably shouldn't, you know, just give it out anyway. But like yeah. Well, once the paper gets released, maybe I can link you to it. Because you can. Uh, the thing is, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like a regular impulse. But it's very clear. You can very clearly see it through the noise. So yeah, because I think what is it? Um, they used like iPS cardiomyocytes, and then I guess they were cultured on something, and then they were what do you call it? And then put onto our laser system. So it's I don't remember, but the shape was just there wasn't really a noticeable like what do you call it? Like a right, like with the regular action potentials you have the distinct regions of the impulse, right? But it really just looks like a spike on the data sheet. I don't know why. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that we're monitoring or since we're monitoring a single spot, I assume it has to just do with the fact that we're not monitoring like a. Actually, wait, no, I'm not sure. I assume it's just because the size. Maybe it just doesn't. It depolarizes too, or whatever. The polarization depolarization is all like, I don't know. Yeah, actually, I don't know why it's only a spike. Yeah, but yeah. So the thing is that it's just it's just like a culture, right? So it doesn't form any. Or actually, I haven't actually seen what part or like how they got that sample. But I mean, my interpretation was that they used like iPS cells and just got them to turn into like what do you call it? Cardiomyocytes, I think, right? And they just have a random just jumble of those, so it just works. Yeah. Well, I'll clip the clip the what do you call it? The screenshot of the data. Like as long as I don't give you the actual data, I assume it's okay. But I'll screenshot the waveform itself, and then maybe we can see if there's anything actually interpretable in there. But it's very cool because as I mentioned before, they kind of used a funny just yeah, no, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. So let me put it this way: once it gets published, then I can just point you to the supplemental information or wherever. I think actually it's in the main text. So once the paper's published, it's actually in pre-publication right now. So I think it is. It's either in pre-publication right now or it'll be in pre-publication in like a few days. So so after it gets published, then I can just link you I don't know if I should link you to it because then my well, is my name on there? I don't know. Um, but anyway, the point is you'd be able to the data would be public by that point, or at least the waveform would be public information by that point, right? So yeah, yeah. Well, speaking of smartwatches, I kind of do want a smartwatch. All right, let's keep going. Uh, Sin Sora, I think. If you're looking for a cute anime girl with a cute anime voice, sorry to disappoint. If you this, feel free to stay. What was that? It's fine. Sorry, what do you call it? Uh, so the reason why I'm just kind of, I don't know if I'm necessarily jumpy, but there's, sounds like there's sounds like someone's like moving furniture out there or something. I assume it's okay. If they need help, they can probably peek in the window, but saying, "Oh, well, yeah, sort of. I'm behind, but yeah." Yeah, sorry. Let me check outside. What the heck is going on? I don't see anyone. It's okay. Um, but yeah, it's I'm doing good. How about you? Just I'm just reviewing lecture material. I guess technically I have a problem set due tomorrow that I've semi given up on again, but I'm just kind of reviewing everything because I kind of got behind. Um, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll give it another shot tomorrow evening. It's due tomorrow evening at 11:59, so I have some time left. I've worked on some of the problems. So, you know, we're going mainly for partial credit here. But yeah. But I figured I should kind of try to get through the lectures that I only, you know, fill in the gaps in my notes. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just studying. So I mean, I guess you're done, right? So yeah. I mean, yeah, feel free to either take it easy or continue working or whatever. Uh this is a study stream, of course, but as I tell everyone, it's really a productivity stream. So productivity can be either getting work done or just, you know, productively relaxing, right? Don't have to do anything. Yeah, yeah, totally. I mean, again, you know, I don't, you know, expect people to come by necessarily with work, so too late. No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I honestly kind of want to go to sleep as well, but yeah, I actually have to get up pretty early in the morning, but that's why I'm in the office, right? That's why I'm in the office at fucking 10, 12 p.m., right? I brought a sleeping bag, so I'm just gonna sleep here. I have a an appointment downstairs at uh at 8 a.m. and I'm like, if I go home and I try to, like, you know, do stuff, then I'm not gonna be able to get up in time or enough. It's okay because we have a couch. We have a couch. No. It's okay. Uh yeah. But jokes aside, I plan to just go home and just relax over the weekend. So I just want to get all this stuff done. The most annoying thing is to like let this so I mean I'm at school right now, but I work with a professor, um so I have access to this office. But one of our projects requires some machining, and so I've been kind of going to the machine shop basically every day this week. I don't think I don't know what my title is. I think it's like student assistant researcher or something like that. Yeah, I think it's got researcher. It's got student and researcher and assistant in some order. I don't know, but our I need to do some machining, or I need to get some machining done. So I've been going to the machine shop basically daily this week, and it's annoying because I mean I guess I can give you the short explanation of it, but we want to use a what's called a superluminescent diode. It's different from a laser, but you can kind of mentally treat it in the same way in the sense that it's a laser source, except it's more of an LED rather than it doesn't use like lasing, right? Like a laser, but um, it uses a it's basically a high power LED at a specific, you know, frequency with specific properties. Um, I could say the coherence length is short, but I don't know how much that really means to you. Um, but let's just say it's an LED with a with some nice set of properties. but just because of how they're designed, it outputs a lot of heat. So we're kind of making some a little flange to go around it that'll dissipate the heat better, and it needs to be custom machined because the default ones that the manufacturer of the cooling system, the flange, we buy a pre-made kind of cooling system, but the manufacturer sends a flange that's a little loose. So we wanted to machine our own with, much tighter tolerances and stuff. Um, but the problem with it is that we want to make it out of copper. We've been making it out of copper, and just due to some, both me not really having a lot of machining experience. Oh, your brother has machining, okay, experience. Okay, so then you guys probably know how much of a pain oxygen-free copper is, right? So so that's been a hassle, but also I suppose we could have tried an aluminum, but right, yeah, oxygen-free copper is yeah. So I've been getting a lot of help from the technician that works in the machine shop, but nonetheless, it's been a lot of either him doing it or me sort of doing it. But the point is that so the whole reason why I'm getting through this whole thing is like, why do I need to rush? Like, because part of the reason why I'm staying here is so I can get up early, try to finish it by the end of the week, right? The reason why we need to rush is because um, we're trying to hit higher laser powers, right? And the cooling is kind of what we expect is the current, or what we think is the current bottleneck. And without the higher laser power, there's like half, let's see. So we have a whiteboard right here. Let me see. So yeah. So basically we have we're using this laser in like a detection system, and I believe there it is. Our signal to noise right now is 170. um, but it's crazy because our signal to noise is 170, which is it's moderate, I think. But it's 170 signal to noise using, like, what was it? We're going through, like, I think 5,000 times gain. So we're cranking up, like, we're sending our signal through a or through an amplifier by like 5,000 times, and even then our signal to noise is like pretty good. So what we're hoping is that by being able to raise the laser power, say maybe an order of magnitude, or sorry, the LEDs, the light sources power, the SLEDs, light our optical output. The spec sheet says we should be able to go up like 10 times, and that should still be within spec. And we're hoping that with a better flange we can get that. In which case we're expecting, maybe not exactly a 10 times increase in signal to noise, but at the very least, we're right now we're operating at super low like optical power, and we're still getting good signal to noise for it. So we really want to test, like, if we run this thing at spec, like, can we get like really, like, we're hoping to get at least 3 times signal to noise, and then we'd be really good. Like we're gonna have a party if we can get triple the signal to noise out of this thing. But all of these tests hinge on this flange that's taking forever to make. Understandably, of course. I warned my coworker when we were initially talking about it. I was like, um, do we? I even told him, like, maybe we should, like, put it in CAD. Like, I have a CAD model of it. I was like, maybe we should put it, send the CAD model out to like Xometry, or essentially someone to manufacture, so that even if we're manually like milling it right now, or sorry, I guess late, we were in the lathe and then I have to load it on the mill next. But um, like, even if we're manually doing it and there's like a bottleneck, at least we'll have a different one, like a different one we send out, on schedule, right? But he said, it's probably okay. Let's just do the manual one. I'm really regretting, like, I really should have just ignored what he said and like just paid for it out of pocket, because that way, even if the one I'm making like gets messed up, then we'd still have a backup, right? But right, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's like, they typically make like triangles of, like, things you can optimize, and you have to pick two or something. So like with studying, it's like eating, sleeping, or sorry, it's it's like eat, sleep, study, choose two, right? In this case, I think it's like keeping things within budget, keeping thing or keep like either good quality within budget or uh good quality within budget or on time, I think is like the triangle you have to choose. And I think we want on time and good quality, in which case I feel like we should have just screwed the budget and just sent one out to a couple manufacturers to also make at the same time. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, sorry. So that's the whole reason why I'm staying in the office today. Otherwise, no, fuck no, I'd just go home. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. Yeah. It's otherwise, yeah, no, I wouldn't stay. It's yeah, I'm really tempted to drink another coffee, but also I don't want to be, you know, behind the model. Hmm? Oh, the VTuber model, or the 3D model for the flange. Um, Actually, the 3D model for the VTuber. Okay, yeah. Actually, the 3D model for the flange. Completely ignoring your answer. No. I was gonna say is that I had, because the flange is such an easy design. I actually threw it together in FreeCAD, and I was actually pretty surprised. I don't know if you've used FreeCAD recently, but it's pretty usable now. I my background is mainly like Fusion 360, Inventor, SolidWorks, right? So I hadn't really used FreeCAD in like several years, but it's actually pretty good now. But anyway, the VTuber model, yeah. I mean, the whole answer to the VTuber model is, you know, you have, like, being a VTuber gives you absolute freedom with what you can make, right? And I'm like, out of all the possible VTuber models I can choose to make, why would I choose a guy? I've been asked this multiple times. Why don't you have a guy VTuber model? Why the hell should I have a guy VTuber model? That's like, that's like, if I wanted to be, yeah, I can be a guy just fine. I just turn off the computer, right? Like, cute anime girls doing cute anime things is where it's at. Oh, you are? Oh, really? Okay, here I can. What do you call it? Can I pull it up in a sec? Let's see how long it actually takes me. Anything but Blender. I really wish Blender had a better, like, absolute coordinate system. That's the only thing that's given me trouble. I know that there's, like, plugins and, like, roundabout ways to do, like, an absolute coordinate system in Blender, but it's just, I don't know, maybe it's better now, but at least back when I was using it, it really didn't work well for me. So, but what I will say, Blender's sculpting plugin, that is very nice. Yeah. Is it ZBrush level nice? I don't know. But it, okay. Okay, yeah, yeah, that is very nice. That is very nice, I gotta say. Okay. Oh, you've got proper, like, panels on Twitch. You can see how really, what do you call it? There we go. Yeah. As a fellow VTuber, let's help each other out. Although all I can really offer is a follow, so you'll have to forgive me there, but yeah. Twitter, okay. Oh, it's probably better to go there then. Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, totally. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I wish Blender had a better, like, I wish it had an official, sorry, not affordable, official coordinate, like, absolute coordinate system, because otherwise, right, like, the thing I want to do with CAD isn't like, oh, I want to, or I guess I also do want to do, like, sculpting, but, like, what I really want to do, right, is I want to be able to say, I want to bore a hole that is exactly like 290 thou, you know, on center of this object, and then I want to do a tapped hole off of, like an inch off of the zero coordinates, like edge or whatever, like, so and Blender has always, yeah, Blender, at least back when I used it, I haven't checked it recently, but back when I used it, there wasn't a good plugin that would let you do that, or at the very least I feel like all of your constraints kept breaking. Or it's either the constraints would break, or the constraints would constrain stuff that shouldn't be constrained, and it was really annoying. But yeah. Sorry, yeah, yeah, video. Yeah, I gotta upload stuff on YouTube as well. All my YouTube is right now is it's literally just a dump for all of my archive, my stream archives. That's much nicer. Okay, I guess I probably won't ask you how long ago that was because I don't want you to dox yourself. But yeah, I remember back when I was considering Blender, Maya was just so much better at the time, and I had I was taking community college classes in parallel to high school, when I was in high school. So so I had a proper, yeah, like a .edu email. So I just used Maya instead because it was, free for students at the time. So got into Maya. I never really got super into Maya either. But it was easier to navigate at least. So I did a little bit of sculpting in that. But these days, I looked at Blender at least for like sculpting purposes more recently, and I didn't get a chance to actually try it out. But I was watching tutorial videos and stuff, and the sculpting tool looks a lot nicer on Blender now. So if I had to choose again, if I was going to do any like 3D modeling like with more organic shapes, I probably would choose Blender. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, although I can certainly relate to the struggle with like, content to upload to YouTube. I actually have this Notion page that I kind of keep all of my projects together on, and it's like I just cannot find the time to work on any. One of these days I will. One of these days I will. I have a few ideas, but several ideas, Yeah. But yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard. Especially right now where since I don't really have a good idea of what I want to upload, or I don't have a good since I haven't had the chance to actually kind of go through it, I have just right exactly so many abandoned projects, so many like like assets like B-roll and like A-roll and B-roll that I just never used, and it's just taking up space on my on my drive, right? So it's one of these days I want to make a video about my e-bike and stuff, and I want to make a video about I want to do some clipping as well, not of myself of course, but of other like VTubers and such. There's a lot of Japanese VTuber clips that I feel like never got translated. Like there's so many. I feel like now that there's enough like English speaking VTubers, there's not as much demand for like translations of the Japanese ones. And while, places like Hololive, have a pretty good, they have a pretty good track record of uploading translations for their main channel content and stuff. I can speak Japanese, and that's kind of I can sort of read. I know enough Japanese to be able to Google stuff in Japanese. How about that? That's the thing that surprises me with people that do Japanese to English translation. There are so many translators that I feel like don't Google what they don't know. There's been so many times where I've looked at a translation and I'm like, that's wrong. I know why they made it wrong, but literally if they just shoved it into Google in Japanese and then typed, like whatever it is, and then like Honyaku or like whatever it is, and then like Yahoo Chiebukuro or something, then they could literally find the answer, the right answer. I just don't know why people don't use Google, like not Google Translate. I mean, like literally type the term that they don't know, and then like Eigo Honyaku or something into Google, like as a search term. When you call out with Japanese VTubers, just talk to them. Yeah. What do you mean? What do I do? I just talk to them in Japanese. Like, in fact, that's easier. It's much easier because you can just talk to them. So the scarier thing is trying to reach out to them, because then I have to write a proper business email in Japanese and be like, domo hajimemashite, and be like, konbanwa, like, taihen shitsure shimasu ga, or taihen. You're like, yeah, I gotta go through all the like the business, lingo and shit. Yeah. You ever, I don't know how much Japanese you guys write, but you ever like write an email and find yourself like bowing as you're writing it? Because you would normally bow if you said it. Like, I did that a lot. I found myself doing that a lot. Not just emails, but like with Twitter too. Like if I was tweeting at like someone, you ever found yourself bowing to your phone as you're tweeting because you're like apologizing or you're being like, be like extremely unrelatable? You'll find it, yeah. Japanese VTubers speaking English. Uh, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You'll have to ask them. Um, but yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I can relate to the yeah. Yeah, Japanese VTubers learning English. It's rough because English is part of the general curricula in Japan, but just by virtue of there not being a lot of English speakers in Japan, right? Like native English speakers. Um, and also you'll find people that learn like American English or more like British English or more like Australian English, right? And depending on where they're from, right? It really changes like, like so you'll find so it's always so funny when you find someone that's like Australia or that was taught by someone that's like Australian. So you'll see this like you'll see this Japanese guy just like there, and he'll be talking, but he sounds like he wonders like that were they born in Australia, and they're like no, my English like cram school tutor was Australian or something, and it's like oh okay. Like it's I guess it's not funny, but it's just it's so interesting because you don't know what to expect. Yeah. And yeah, it's always fun. It's always fine. It's always fun trying to figure out how they learned it, either if they were born there or if they learned it from someone that was born somewhere else, or after a greeting. Oh yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. Yeah, no, that's super relatable, right? Yeah. Um, yeah. And as for like learning Japanese, I think it's well, what I heard, and this is more hearsay, so don't take my word for this, but what I heard, it's actually pretty easy for native French speakers to learn Japanese. From what I understand, there's something, I don't know if it's the grammar or what, but something similar. Because, well, first of all, the only, or out of all the French people that I've met, which is only like four, two of them have said this. So I think a 50% hit rate is pretty high. And less than 30, of course, but so not statistically reliable. But one of them was a linguistics professor. The other was married to a Japanese person. So in both cases, I feel like they're rather qualified to speak on the subject. Uh, Joey the anime man. Is that one of the guys that's on Trash Taste? Or am I thinking of the wrong Joey? Joey the anime man. Conversation in Spanish. Well, I mean, you've got your two languages there, right? So in terms of what do you call it? Graduation requirements for most schools, right? You're pretty much there, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Japanese is one of those languages where unless you need it, I don't really see why you should learn it. Or why you would need to learn it, yeah. Trash. Okay, right. Okay. So I'm thinking of the right person then. Yeah. But what was it? Yeah, Japanese is one of those things where it's like, some people are like, "Oh, I gotta learn Japanese," and I'm like, "You really don't need to." Or not that they shouldn't bother, but to say that, I feel like some people like kind of like, what do you call it? They try to force themselves to learn Japanese, and I'm like, really, if unless they're not planning to go into like operate like a business in Japan. They're not trying to do like international like business or whatever. And if that's the case, I'm like, honestly, take it more easy, right? Because learning a language is already tough. You don't want to burn yourself out at the beginning, right? Um, and people, hard parts. I feel like every language has hard parts, but if you had to say something, what is going on out there? Jeez. Um, but I feel like if specific hard parts about Japanese, I mean, levels of tests. Oh, like the N5 through 1 like exams. I've never taken the exam, so I don't know. Although from what I've heard, I'm like N like 3 or 2 area, depending on if I get if I get a subject that I'm like, or if I get a what do you call it? If I get what do you call it? A topic that I'm good at, then I'm somewhere in that range apparently. But I'll still mess up stuff like stroke order, you know. Like so realistically, you know, I haven't taken the exam, so I can't claim to be any level, but people have said you're probably about this and that. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I think realistically I'm N nothing until I actually take an exam, right? But like N4. Well, that's pretty good, right? Well, if he's N4, then I really doubt I'm anything higher than him, right? Because he's fucking like lives there, right? So the you know, you could barely say that I should have better listening. So actually, I guess I'm pretty confident in my listening skills. But yeah. Hello. Yeah. But and I think the complexity goes uh up as the number goes down, right? I think. So is that right? I don't even know. Yeah, maybe I should try taking that exam at one point. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Should we be separating the glass bottles from the cans, or just keep them separate, or do
Yeah, keep.
separate? Okay, sounds good. We'll do that for next time. Sorry about that.
Oh, the glass bottle, you say?
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
no, the glass bottle, Starbucks or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we be like separating those, or
No, just
it's okay?
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't sure. It's so confusing because I feel like depending on what part of the city you're in, they either want you to separate the bottles or not. Um, yeah, very, very annoying to be honest. Yeah. Actually, it's really annoying because depending on where you go, sometimes recycling also includes like cardboard too. So it's like some places you got to put the cardboard and the bottles and the glass stuff together, and I'm like, this has to get separated again. Why am I separating this in the first place? Yeah. Free time besides work? What free time? Well, I guess realistically what happens is because I stream so much I have no free time, but yeah, I don't have free time is probably the right answer. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, here, if Monoristi is still here, he can probably attest to how much free time I've had in the past. How long you been here? Like a year? Um, yeah. I guess that's not entirely true. I did like a karaoke stream the other day. Um, but it's also because I wanted to upload song covers. Don't play video games. Yeah, unfortunately, I played a little Apex. It was mainly as a system stability test, of course, but and I'm also looking forward to Overwatch 2. I'm hoping to find some time to play Overwatch 2. Um, but I think that's coming out like early October, right? Been singing. Uh, I mean, I not at all professionally ever. I like to do a lot of solo karaoke, let's say. Let's say I have a lot of solo karaoke hours logged. How about that? I think Joy Sound really appreciates my business. That one 4 a.m. one kill wars. Yeah, yeah. I tried Warzone because Monoristi recommended it, and I was like, one more game. Let's just get one kill. And I was, ended up taking until like 4. I forgot when I started. I want to say I started at like midnight or maybe a little before midnight, and ended up going until like 4 a.m. Very strange that Warzone was stable for that software. Anyway, saying, oh really? Okay. Actually, so maybe you can help me with this. Um, Mixing yourself. How? So I don't know. Are like for like do you know anyone or do you recommend anyone for like mixing like anime or Vocaloid that type style songs or like J-pop style stuff? Or do you recommend just doing it yourself? Because I've been watching some, like Mafu Mafu has a tutorial on mixing, Yume Kakeru has a tutorial on mixing. I've seen a lot of people recommend JJP vocals for like really just like quick, just basic, mixing. So I did buy that plugin, and I also bought Vocal Shifter as a pitch or a pitch and timing like correction tool. I didn't want to pay for Melodyne. I might actually pay. Do you recommend buying Melodyne? I don't know. How so? Well, the thing is, I don't know. I think in the sense that like if you were to take the audio going through this microphone right now and you wanted to make it like tolerable and you wanted to do it on like minimum budget, or I guess not even minimum budget. I don't mind the budget being a little high. The issue I think is minimum like lowest barrier to entry possible. Because I feel like there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, you can do it for free." But then it you look at the tutorial and I don't know, it like feels so complicated because they're like, oh, use this external plugin and this or third party plugin and this third party plugin and put them in for whatever reason that they don't really explain that well, and then boom, it works. And it's like, I don't know how you get that. I just think okay, yeah, sounds good, no worries. Yeah, so I'm gonna try out JGP vocals and then see how that works. But yeah, no, I've been just trying to. I don't know. I figured like I should learn how to do it myself so that, not because I eventually want to, do mixing professionally, right? But just that, like if I do like, if I like outsource mixing in the future, then I want to know how hard it is just so I have an idea of like what the person's doing, right? Because I don't want, yeah. Songs in FL Studio and Ableton. Oh, actually, I have Ableton Lite. I'm planning to use Ableton Live Lite. I haven't used FL Studio, but stack vocals until it's. I mean, maybe that's the strat. I don't know. Do you have a recommended like tutorial or something, or, yeah. Also, I was gonna, what do you call it? Translate some of those vocal mixing tutorials at some point, but we'll see how achievable that actually is. Yeah, at the moment I just have my own like chicken scratch notes. If I can go if my note if I can go back and read my notes, that's already an accomplishment. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to upload some song covers too. I think I don't know about you, but I'm gonna keep it easy. I'm probably not even gonna do a full song cover, right? And I'm not even gonna do like just the first half of the song. I think I'm really just gonna do like the 30-second like clips or something, add reverb. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe I'll try that. Yeah. Also, I already paid for JGP vocals though, so I'll probably try that too. But yeah, I'll let you know if JGP vocals actually helps. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but freshly made song. Okay, yeah. I tried to follow like you can do it with all free, so you can like there was a tutorial that was like, oh, do all the mixing in GarageBand, and I feel like I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I can do it all in GarageBand, but all I did was follow the steps on screen. I didn't really understand how to do it. Yeah, I should look again. There's probably better tutorials now, but yeah, no, there's legit tutorial, and honestly, the video makes it sound really doable. But then it's clear that it's only doable because the guys or the person that's making the tutorial is experienced, not because it's actually really practical. Because like when I tried to do it myself, I'm like it still sounds like ass. Like because it's hilarious because they had not only did they have a how to do it in GarageBand tutorial, they had to do how to do it in GarageBand on iPhone tutorial. Not even iPad, right? They were like, how to do mixing on GarageBand iOS or iPhone tutorial. And I was like, it actually came out good, or at least it sounded good to me. I don't have the the link to it anymore, but it actually sounded good to my ear. But then I tried to copy the tutorial and I'm like, this is not working. Yeah. So I kind of eventually splurged and bought some plugins that seemed usable. Yeah. I don't know. Do you recommend buying Melodyne though? Um, I remember some of the recommendations I got were buying Melodyne just because even just for the base, even just like the essential version or the basic ass version. Oh, Melodyne is it's that it's like a gray like screen with like an orange like waveform, and uh it's like a pitch like it's like a timing correction and like pitch correction software. Uh but yeah, they recommended that, and they also recommended was it Isotope, was it RX? I think it's like Isotope RX or something for like some other function I can't remember. Um Essay style. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Reaper. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, that's one thing like if I had more free time I would want to play around with that kind of stuff more. We'll see. We'll see. First I got to catch up on my regular assignments, right? But um eventually I'd like to uh to try that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I got to catch up on classes first. Ugh. Like yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is I don't know. I feel like the problem with physics is like you take the lecture and you're like, "Oh, I got it." And then you look at the actual assignments or like the problem sets and you're like, "Did we talk about this?" Like here this problem set is fine. I recall talking about this stuff. But literally I feel like you'll have stuff where it's like, "Did we actually talk about this stuff?" Like this problem set's fine. This problem set's a little bit better. Um, but the last one I was like, how I sound like I'm trying better singing in the shower than outside it. Yeah, this the shower phenomenon. But then that's the thing, right? Because if you take a microphone into the shower with you, it sounds like ass, right? I don't know about you, but for me, like it sounds better in the shower when you're listening to it. But as soon as you take a microphone in there, it still sounds like ass, and it's like, what is, you know? Yeah, it's someone needs to make a shower plugin. That's what they need to do. They need to make a shower plugin where it takes your audio and makes it sound like how you would sound if you were in a shower. Someone make a shower plugin, please. Maybe that's already a thing. Let me Google it real quick. Um, right? No, I don't want rain. I don't know. I want. Okay, someone get on that, please. Like, I don't care if it's a plugin. I don't care if it's just like some pre-made, like, what do you call it? What do they call them? Like workflows or something, or what is it? Paths or whatever. There's like some pre-made like chain of plugins that you can set up in like Ableton, right? But like, I don't care if it's that. I don't care if it's a dedicated plugin. I don't care if it's a neural network or a smart algorithm or whatever. It can be it can be like analog electronics for all I care. Someone please just like, please do that. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I couldn't find anything right at the top. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it is all just reverb. I don't know. Yeah. Get a drink. Although in this case, I feel like it's either A, it's too hard to make a plugin like that, or affordably, or B, maybe the the functionality is so simple that no one's bothered. Because I feel like with a shower, right? Like you should be able, or it should be possible to model. Right? Like I feel like, you know, like like just purely from like a mathematical model, right? You're going to treat yourself as the sound source, and it's as a directional sound source, a directional like wave source for a wave, right? And then you just model a a box, right? And then you just say, how does this wave travel in this box? And then I guess the only other parameter that you would consider is what is the fluid that the wave is traveling through. And in this case, it's either water or it's either air or like steam, right? So I'm assuming you can roughly approximate steam as like a type of fluid, right? Assuming that the pressure is even throughout the shower, right? So then, like to me, that seems like a very simple thing you could model, right? Sure, you're modeling it in 3 dimensions, but also, you know, like you're modeling it in 3 dimensions, but you only want to know what the wave is at 2 points, wherever your ears end up being relative, and your ears are relative to your mouth, which is the noise source. So to me, it sounds like it should be a fairly simple thing to approximate, right? Like, so I was looking for an excuse to learn what is that software? COMSOL? Yeah, COMSOL, right? I think COMSOL is the like the physics simulation software, yeah. Someone I know has access or I think our lab has access to it. So maybe that's something I should simulate in COMSOL. I'll have to ask how hard that would be. Because I think it's fairly straightforward, right? You just, you know, well, is it straightforward? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I think it's probably complicated in the sense that uh well, yeah. Here's what I would do. You'd throw it in COMSOL and you'd generate the model, and then you would take every frequency that a human could generate, or within some reasonable, resolution, and say, if you output this frequency, what frequencies arrive at the ear, right? Or rather, wait, no, does that matter? No, I guess the frequency of the wave wouldn't change no matter what path it takes. So I guess the importance is when does the wave arrive at your ear? Yeah. So that's what you do. You'd say that at any given moment, your voice is generating some type of some wave. So you Fourier transform that, so you get all the frequencies at that moment. And then you say, use the model to say, how long does it take for those to arrive to your ear? So that at every time slot that you predict, there will be either waves that arrive to your ear from before, or the waves that you emit now. Like those would be the only things active in the model, so to speak. So, well, no, that doesn't explain why there'd be echoes. So then, oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Right. So it's just you just have to like say how many bounces can a wave do before it fully dissipates, and then your model would then say, okay, at this time slice or whatever this this slice of time you're looking at, you have maybe like say the first rebound of wave A, and the second rebound of wave B, and the third rebound of wave C, or something like that, and then yeah. Yeah, right. So it'd just be reverb except with some directionality accounted for. Yeah. So yeah, to me that sounds like it shouldn't be that hard to simulate. Um I feel like the only consideration is the architecture of the room. Like, is that the key to the shower effect? The shape of the room? I feel like so I've never sang in a hot spring, right? But I wonder, I think that would be the key, right? To check this. Does it sound different if you sing in a hot spring versus you sing in your regular shower? I mean, obviously it's going to sound closer to you, but do you still get the effect? Is if the room are like how relative is the room architecture, right? I don't know. Because the room architecture doesn't matter, then yeah, it sounds like you should just be able to use a reverb effect, right? So maybe that is all it is. Yeah. I imagine someone's thought of this by now, right? Is there really? It doesn't sound the same? Okay. Well then it sounds like the architecture of the room is relevant, in which case you would, I guess, you'd either have to... Okay, so the walls have to be reasonably close then. All right. So then, yeah, I guess then the last thing is to consider whether the three-dimensionality of the problem is super relevant. Like, the question is, do I have to simulate an entire room, or can I just simulate like a plane, like the plane where my mouth exists in? And can I still get the same result? Because if you can just simulate the plane, then you turn this three-dimensional weird problem of, vectors going all over the place with three components into just a plane, right? So each vector only has two components. So you reduce the complexity uh, by by uh, by order, well, or by one dimension, right? So um, just the material. Oh, so like of the walls? I mean, I guess that's the question, right? So when your voice rebounds off of a wall, I'm assuming you get the original frequency, but yeah, I wonder how much the material influences what what do you call it? The non-center frequencies, so to speak, you get out of it. Like how, because the wall is dissipating some of the energy of the original wave, right? So I'm assuming that, yeah, I wonder how you model that stuff normally. I should know this stuff because I'm taking fucking EM, right? Electromagnetism and optics. We talk about these kind of, these are light, waves in terms of light or electromagnetic waves, of course, but like, it should apply to regular waves. So tile, yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yeah, I had just kind of assumed that the reflected wave would be, because in these really basic problems, you usually treat the reflected wave to be maybe a different amplitude, but you don't really usually consider a frequency change in the wave. But that's also because we usually only consider it to be at some single frequency, whereas a wave normally has multiple components, right? If you did, it's usually some distribution of frequencies about, some center. So maybe when you go off of the center frequency, maybe you do have to consider, uh, I don't know. I don't know. Someone's got to have done this before, right? I imagine someone must have done these calculations before. We have a group meeting tomorrow. I'm gonna probably ask some people, um, just because it's just a general like wave question, right? It doesn't have to be about acoustics. It can just be about just general waves, right? Um, yeah. All I have to really say is that I have a point source, I guess. We'll just model the mouth as a point source for a wave, and we'll say it's well, we can't model it as a plane wave anymore. Okay, shit. Okay, but it's a wave that propagates throughout. Let's just keep it in a 2D plane, right? And then so I guess there's a number of issues. First of all, which polarization is the wave in after, or not polarization? Um, I guess like which orientation is the wave when it bounces off a wall? Does its directionality flip or does it stay in the same direction? Because then right, that's this typical like wave constructive destructive interference that you have to deal with. So I wonder how relevant that is. Oh, do you have a link? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, totally. I mean, rather talk about this shit I should be studying, but whatever. Sounds so great. Oh really? Okay. I can Google just that title if link won't really. That's stupid, but it's okay. I'll just Google it. Melbourne. Can't say I've Oh, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, because you, okay. But they don't really go into the math, do they? But yeah. But then yeah, so if we take this article for granted then it should be fairly easy to model this shower effect. Um I think let's see. And I guess it depends on uh how complex you want to do it. But if you wanted to say do a two-dimensional simulation, then well actually no, let me see. Yeah. Well actually yeah, so I guess if your reverb plugin gives you enough control, then that should be able to replicate the different travel paths, right? And then in terms of resonance, you as long as you plug in the box's or the shape of the shower's parameters, then and then or actually yeah, so you just choose whatever wavelengths you want to amplify. And then you say, let's see, so for resonance, you want the size of the or the distance from the noise source to the wall uh to be to be, some multiple of the wavelength, right? So, let's see. So you'd have to convert the frequency that you want. So like let's say what is the typical human frequency or singing frequency like or for people like for guys for example, what is it? A male center or I guess vocal frequency is 180 or 85 to 155 because let's just say yeah 100 hertz. So 100 hertz divided by let's say 100 hertz in nanometer or in what do you call it? In what do you call a wavelength? 4 meters. So as long as does that sound right? There's a wiki for bet seriously. Okay. Uh, but let's see. So they say sound wave, a 100 hertz sound wave has a wavelength of 4 meters. So then, okay, yeah. So then, let's see. And this should, let's see. So wavelength and frequency are inverse of each other, right? So the higher you go in frequency, the lower wavelength you should get. Yeah. So if you type in 155, for example, you get like 1.9 meters. So yeah. So then you just have to choose your bathroom or measure your bathroom. And then from your measured bathroom, you should be able to determine which frequencies it resonates with. And then you could just type that into your program and then just have it amplify whatever those frequencies are, like in your DAW or whatever. Um, yeah, and then the last part is just raise the gain to get the audio amplification effect. Yeah. So then it shouldn't be that hard to. Okay, let's see. Okay. Various kinds of standing waves. I mean, right, yeah. So you just measure your. So the easiest way to do this would be to, what do you call it? Standing wave. If there's a standing wave, then that must mean that you're within or you're at the precise some integer multiple of the wavelength in question. So then how is that possible? At least for the human voice. Because if again, I don't know how correct this calculator is, but if we do take like 85 hertz or sorry 100 hertz being about 4 meters for the wavelength, then that means to be an integer multiple, you would have to at least have a 4 meter by 4 meter room, right? So how do you get a standing wave for 100 hertz if you're in a shower? Huh? Am I missing something? Can you go like half integer somehow and get it to work? I feel like I'm missing something. Harvard study. Oh yeah, if you have the name. Yeah. Yeah, right. Because to get a standing wave, you would need to have the wavelength the same, or you need them to be able to constructively interfere with each other, right? And that's how you get the standing wave, like bloop bloop bloop, uh, like effect. So you have to be within. Oh, but the important value there is the coherence length, right? So what would you consider, or how do you measure the coherence length of an acoustic wave? Is that a thing? Am I misunderstanding this? Nah, sorry, I need to think about this a little more. Um, but I guess the long story short is, yeah, it seems like a shower plugin should be totally doable with like the default plugins that they give, right? You just measure the shower that you have, or the shower with the properties that you want, and then you, well, first, you just amplify the gain to get that effect, and then you use some reverb plugin to simulate the different paths the sound wave takes, and or in the um uh right, and then you use the shape of the room to figure out which frequencies it resonate, or it acts as a, like a, what do you call it, like a uh or like a resonance chamber with. And then if you apply those three effects together, then you should get the effect of being in a shower. Is again kind of my takeaway. Yeah. Yeah, that's worth trying. Yeah, that would be a fun project to try. That'd be a fun project to try. And it doesn't even sound too hard to implement. Yeah. Wasn't the material kind of covered in the reverb? Because I'm assuming the material properties should determine, I guess it's in everything, right? Because the material will determine how much dampening or how much energy loss there is in the wave before it bounces back. So it determines how much, first of all, the vocal, like the acoustic like magnification, as well as yeah. Um, but right, so but I guess what I mean to say is that the information about the material, I think, would be encoded in the information in the reverb and the resonant. Well, I guess not the resonance, but it'd be encoded in the reverb and the, like the gain plugin, if you were to like implement it in plugins, right? So, well, I don't know. I don't know. Again, that's my guess, of course. I don't know if that's actually true. Um, Maybe it's worth. Is this worth a Reddit post to go to like our audio engineers and be like, hey, I want to sound like I'm in a shower. How do I do that? Is this right? Yeah, yeah. But no, yeah. So that's something fun that might be worth trying. Um, yeah. Oh, that sounds like a video idea. If you wanna, if you wanna go for that, I might go for it at some point, just not anytime soon. I have a lot of videos backed up. But that'd be a fun video idea. Like, how to make it sound like you're in a shower? Um, it seems like it'd be an easy way to kind of get, what do you call it? Like wet your feet with, like, that sounds like a fun project for like getting used to using a DAW or something, right? Like, because it's low enough complexity, but also the end result is actually sort of usable. Yeah, yeah. Although I already have a fuck ton, but yeah, maybe I'll memo that down. feel free to make the video. You know, there's nothing wrong with two people making the same video, right? I'll memo it down in case I eventually want to do something like that, but I'd also appreciate if someone just did it so then I could just take the data. I could just take the results and then implement it, but here, let's see. New page. Let's see. Or actually, wait, I have video ideas. Here we go. Video ideas. Well, this is fucking short. I guess each of these pages are already video ideas, so let's do that. So, page, and then, I guess, automatic, or I guess shower effect, plugin slash, pipeline. Pipeline, that's what the word was. And then we'll say, okay, so, assuming that, shower effect, I guess that the singing in the shower effect is a result of, and then, bulleted list. One is, increased volume, reverb due to varying, or due to what do you call it? I guess different reverb due to I guess path length differences between, I guess, noise source and what do you call it, measurement point. And then what was the last one? Resonance of specific, or with specific frequencies due to shower shape. Oh yeah, sorry. Well, I mean, I'm saying it as I'm typing it, so I mean, you're not missing anything. Let's see. Then the shower. Then I guess said effect should be replicable. Is that word? Is that a word? Replicable. Replicable is a word. Yes. Replicable using let's see, I guess a gain plugin, or using, or replicable by, I guess, and then we'll say let's see, list, and then raising gain of original, or I guess raising gain, and then using reverb plugin, and then resonance, what do you call it? And then by amplifying specific frequencies according to shower shape. So this would have, so let's see, so this one would have to be a numerical, like you'd have to just plug in the shape of the room and determine what frequencies or what waves could have, or what do you call it, what integer wavelengths it supports. Yeah, so numerical simulation, let's see which I guess, yeah, which standing waves it would support. And then reverb, I feel like the reverb thing you could just brute force. I don't know. For like the reverb, right? Like brute force. Personally, I think the reverb thing is mainly a function of the shower wall material. Like that'd be my speculation. So I think that would require, might also require a simulation. Like I think it'd be a simple simulation, right? You just probably simulate two walls and say, I'm gonna make it out of this material, and I know that there's some energy loss per bounce. So how many bounces can you do before the energy is, like, say, you know, so low that it's identical to noise, right? Yeah. So you like maybe take like a noise baseline and figure out how loud the noise is on any average recording, and then you say how many bounces do you get before you get that before you go to like the sound of noise or the background noise, and then you use that number of bounces to then take it into the reverb plugin and then say, okay, you should be able to hear this many bounces. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool. Save. So if we ever get around to that, we get around to that. And if not, well, you can probably see there's a massive list here of, well, you can't see there's only a bunch of pixels here, but trust me, there's a massive list of projects that never got addressed. Anyway, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, eventually you might do it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, see all the pixels? It's like Minecraft. Yeah. I don't actually play Minecraft, but that's another game I could try. Yeah. No tangent. No, it's fine. I think it at least tries to, what do you call it? It's at least interesting. Yeah. But I guess I should get back to studying now, so I'll get back to this. I mean, well, the thing is, I should have been able to technically answer that question pretty easily because, again, I'm taking, electromagnetism and optics right now. So we discuss EM waves. So, and this whole discussion was really just a matter of waves, like acoustic waves or, conclusions drawn from electromagnetic waves should apply fine. So, if anything, it shows to what degree I'm actually understanding material, which is admittedly not much, but Outer Wilds, that sounds familiar. Outer Wilds. Never mind, I don't know what this is. I guess it's not new, right? But so it's like our. Oh, you don't want to? Okay, then I'll stop. All I saw that it was like some like outer space thing, but okay. Yeah. Well, they should put a warning if there's like spoilers. Jeez. I actually don't mind spoilers all that much, but I feel like if a story is really good, then it should be enjoyable regardless of spoilers. But or usually I'm able to enjoy it regardless of spoilers, because yeah. But anyway. All right, so yeah, I probably should get back to studying, but spoilers are the game. Okay, well, at that point there's not much you can do, right? Yeah. Well, anyway, so I only saw that it's based you're some like outer space. It's got something to do with outer space. So I didn't really get that far. Yeah. I got so many games in the backlog though. You'll see if I ever get to any of them. Yeah. I don't know. Suppose you could argue that the reason why I never get to any of these things is because I keep going on these random tangents, but, I feel like once you say that, then there's no end to, oh, it's that good. Okay, yeah, we'll have to try it at some point. Yeah. Yeah. I should, well, let me do this at least. Where's my tab? Let me at least bookmark the game in case I forget what it's called. Outer Wilds. Where is it on Steam? Here. Okay, so let's at least bookmark the Steam page. There we go. No spoilers. Cool. Yeah, no, sorry. It's just because I have a pretty big list of game recommendations, and I feel like I'm gonna forget them. So, yeah. Yes. Cool. Okay, yeah. So yeah, bookmark the Steam page, so we should be okay. Ooh, yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm gonna get back to studying, but Yeah, so much stuff that'd be cool to try. Not enough time. I really wish I could just take like a year off of school to just like fuck off and do whatever I want. But it's yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I feel like if I did that, then I'd also have to give up on like applying to grad school, like ever, just because, you know, of how hard it is to even get like a letter of recommendation as it is. Yeah. Oops. Oh shoot, this oh no, it's still good. I thought my iPad ran out of power. Your dad. Oh, your dad played it. That's nice of him. Force him to play. Oh, he has molecular bio. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Wait, does that have to do with anything with the game, or is that just kind of contextual information? No, okay. I wasn't sure if that was a sport. Let's come on. There we go. He's just okay. Yeah, molecular bio though. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I remember so I did want to kind of go the bio track, um, but I could just not handle the memorization that just bio as a field requires. So I'm always impressed at people that can do bio for a living, or at least got a degree in it, because yeah, that's rough. Although I do wonder sometimes if I'm just not suited for STEM in general, because even physics is rough. And physics, I think my understanding is physics is supposed to be relatively, you know, you're supposed to be able to, you know, it's not that memorization heavy anyway, or relatively speaking. So, so most people consider it to be a little bit more, like if they're not good at memorization, then they'll be, then it's usually easier for people. But I don't know, they all seem pretty hard to me. IT. Well, that's where the money is at, right? I mean, you know, I mean, is there actually molecular bio? There's probably a lot of money, isn't there? But I was just thinking, like the grad students that I work with in this lab, right? Like their pay is like 40 some K a year, which you'd think is a lot, right? Until you factor in the cost of living of where we are, you know, and it's like, uh, it's not it's not. Originally was in, sorry, what is COS? Just want a degree. Okay, that's fair, right? Comp sci. Oh, okay, okay. Comp sci. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, computer science professors can be a mixed bag, can't they? I took some classes in a community college, but it definitely was a mixed bag. There were some good ones, but there were also some really bad ones. So there were some that would just read off of a PowerPoint like for an entire like 2 hours, and it's like, damn, it's you know, it's like it's like this is a you know like an 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock class. You know, you know, if it wasn't bad enough that it was an 8 to 10 p.m. class, it's like, but the guy would just read off of a PowerPoint, and I'm like, I get it. Life is hard. It's hard to make a lesson plan all the time, and you know, I get it. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm gonna fall asleep. They left. Did they leave or were they excused? Because I feel like at that point, maybe the school was like, you know, you might want to, you know, having question. That's the biggest thing, right? Because I feel like, okay, on one hand, like computer science, very many people are self-taught, but like at a practical level, if you don't answer questions, then why, you know, what's the point of a professor, right? Like, why are they getting paid? To grade stuff, you know. I mean, grading, a lot of comp sci stuff can be graded automatically, right? So like, um So like if they're not there to answer questions and they're only there to grade, then it's like why are they getting paid a wage, right? I mean, there's another reason why you'd want them. It's for connections, like networking. But then, you know, again, if you can't really ask them questions, then clearly they're not really talking to you. If they're not talking to you, you're not going to network with them anyway. If you can't if you can't network with them, or and they don't answer your questions, then why are they getting paid? Yeah. I mean, I know why. It's because, you know, yeah, anyway. I don't want to say it, but yeah. It's Alta. Hmm. Well, that's good at least. At least you got a good grade. Or does that say more about the curving for the class if there was some? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, coming to university, the thing that surprised me the most, or I guess transferring to a, you know, to 4 year university, the thing that surprised me the most, especially in the physics department, is that the curving sometimes is so bad that you can get like a 30 and still get like, you know, a C or a B in a class. It's like, what do you mean 30 points on an exam is a C or B? Like that's out of like 100 or like 120, right? And it's like, what do you mean the class was so curved that a 30 is like a C to B? Like, what? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I mean I got low grades in that class. I'm glad the curve was pretty, you know, appropriate for what the class grade distribution was, but still. Yeah. It's crazy stuff. Yeah. Well, thankfully IT is in demand, so not just in terms of getting a degree, but in terms of job security, you're in a pretty decent spot. What was I looking for? Make YouTube a job. Oh, well, I mean, I guess good luck. I hope you have some what do you call it? Some alternative options there though, because from what I've heard, YouTube's pretty. It's gotten pretty hard to make money off YouTube, right? Like, isn't that why everyone's like selling like merch and crap? Yeah, plans. All right, that's good. That's good. I guess mainly these days people get money off stuff like Patreon, right? So I guess that's fine too. I mean, yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, always good to have a backup. Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah, totally, totally, yeah, yeah. Thanks for coming by. Take care, stay safe, have a good evening. Good luck with your pre-debut, right? I think is that right? So I guess good luck with the prep work for that. Um, Again, feel free to take that shower idea if you want. I know you said it wasn't necessarily your style, but you know, I also don't know when I'm ever going to get to it. So, um, so if it interests you to investigate that, feel free to. But yeah, yeah, good luck, and we'll catch you whenever or not, or I don't know. But anyway, it's pretty late. It's pretty late. Everyone should really get going, honestly. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep. I want to get through this lecture, so I'll probably do that at least, and then go to sleep. But yeah, see you later. Let's go to. Actually, let me get a. I have some Kit Kat here. Let me have some of that first. Okay. I'm glad I bought that big pack of Kit Kat. Maybe I should take a nap first. Maybe that's what I should do. Let's go to midnight. I go to midnight first and then see. Ah. Or どうしようかな. Let's do a little bit and see how I feel. Let's take a quick nap. Alright, so everyone that came by, thanks for coming by. Take care, stay safe. I'm going to take a quick nap, which is also partially to let my iPad charge. Because it's kind of getting low. So yeah, everyone that came by, thanks for time come by. Take care, stay safe, have a good evening, and I'll catch you guys later. Or not I feel yeah, no, my iPad's almost out of power, so I'm gonna try to just take a nap. We'll see if it will be a nap or if it'll just be me sleeping, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for staying till the end. Hopefully you got some work done. If not, then, well, you got work anyway, right? So, yeah, hang in there. And, yeah, I might restart the stream later in a bit, or I might not, I don't know. But I'll catch you later. At least, let's see. So, let's what, yeah. Tomorrow evening, I don't expect to stream, but between Saturday and Sunday, I should stream again, so I'll see you then. Or whenever, yeah. Anyway, yeah, see you later. Let's go to Osumi Wadi. Let's go. Let's sleep. Let's sleep. At least take a nap, yeah.